Total Divas.
Welcome, everybody. This is the Arc of Wrestling podcast. I am your host, Greg. Joining us today, we got Stryke.
Yay!
Mike.
Hello.
And Jonesy.
Hello?
I think Big Fish is here, but I'm not too sure.
He's not.
All right. So guys, let's talk about wrestling because we haven't done like a legit podcast in about a couple weeks.
I want to talk about soccer.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
Football.
Oh, okay.
Because you said you wanted to talk wrestling.
No.
So let's talk about the Hall of Fame game.
Okay, guys, let's talk about wrestling. I want to kind of start with TNA right now. TNA we haven't talked about in months. A lot of things going on, and I think it kind of needs to be addressed what's going on right now. Because I think there's a lot of confusion in the wrestling community right now what's happening in TNA. And it's going to be a big change in TNA, I say, in the next year.
I give it to the end of the year.
Would you give it to the end of the year? I think it's a very, it's gonna be a very, very interesting change for TNA. Is it gonna be negative? Is it gonna be positive? We're just gonna talk about the current news that's happening in TNA. Well, not current. Some of it's a little old. I guess we'll just talk about the TNA cuts that happened. Was at least a year. A week ago, right?
Like a few weeks ago.
TNA cut about 10 wrestlers: Taylor Hendricks, Crimson, Madison Rayne, Joey Ryan. Who else?
Jesse Sorensen,
Bruce Pritchard, and a couple other people.
D'Lo.
Oh yeah, D'Lo. But D'Lo
Brown.
Who gives a shit about D'Lo? Really?
I do. I care about D'Lo. You better recognize.
Well, I'm sad for Taylor Hendricks leaving. I thought she was going to be a great addition to the Knockouts division, and
she's still in OVW.
Is she?
Yeah.
Is OVW still developmental ground for TNA?
Yeah.
That's weird.
But yeah, she still works for OVW because OVW's contracts aren't TNA contracts.
Oh, okay.
Because OVW is like their own separate thing.
I was under the impression that TNA had the contracts for OVW. Now I understand why there's so many shitty people in OVW that they're not bringing up.
OVW pays their talent separately.
Okay, now I know why there's so many shitty people in OVW.
Dave Bradley.
Yeah, there's. Oh my God, you should go check out their fucking women wrestlers. They are so fucking obese and ugly and just nothing going for them in OVW right now. But anyways, yeah, TNA cuts. One of the biggest controversies to come out, Jesse Sorensen's release. He was the one that broke his neck, and TNA said that he was always going to have a job. And then they just released him after, promoting him to like a backstage.
He was their head of PR, I think. No.
He was only there for a couple months, was he?
He was the dude who was telling the wrestlers their spots and all that backstage. He was that guy.
He was that guy?
Yeah, he was the one that was telling the wrestlers what to do before they went out there or something like that, giving them their bullet points.
Was he in Gorilla or?
I have no idea.
I wonder who does Gorilla position in TNA.
I think it's Al Snow.
Is it Al Snow?
I think.
Huh.
But well, yeah, that's what I read. He was one of the guys that was telling the wrestlers their spots or whatever.
Okay. But yeah. So his release caused a lot of controversy. You know, he was supposed to be in TNA for however many years.
Life.
Got TNA, life. And then, he started holding a fundraiser so he could pay medical bills? Is that the whole deal right now?
I forget what the fundraiser was about.
Okay.
But he was apparently doing a fundraiser and everybody thought it was for him because he got fired from TNA. But it was apparently for his friend's wrestling show.
Well,
I don't remember.
Yeah, the story sounds fishy, but Sorensen was released. A lot of controversy out of that.
He also said he never told the one wrestling reporter what he said, which I don't believe.
What do you say?
That Dixie Carter lied about giving him a job for life.
Well, that's essentially what it is. Sorensen got injured under Dixie, and Dixie essentially said that Sorensen was going to have a job in TNA for the sole fact that, he got fucked up, and what would TNA do? Just completely release him and not pay for any of his medical bills?
WWE did the test.
Yeah, but that was fucking way back. It's a lot different now. They'll pay for anything.
Oh, there was a Hurricane Bay bodybuilding show. He was in that. He was in that, and he had to drop out because of the money. Or they didn't have enough money. Yeah, he was trying to raise $600 for a bodybuilding show. And since he got released, he was unable to pay for the show.
$600?
Yep.
Kind of gives you an estimation that if you can't afford $600 coming out of TNA, how much money you really making over there?
But yeah, that's that's the fundraiser he had going.
Yeah. As for
Jimmy's here, by the way.
Welcome, Jimmy.
He's probably muted.
Hello, niggers.
Whoa.
Way to go, Jimmy.
We are recording, sir.
Did I break the try to be a good habit?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
we are now being sued by every wrestling corporation out there.
We just lost all 60 subscribers on YouTube for racism.
We lost all of our sponsorships. LOL.
Yep.
We lost the Garden Gnomes. No.
The fuck?
As for other people who were released during the TNA spring cleaning, Bruce Pritchard was a man that I have been waiting for months, years to be released from TNA. Finally, the Bruce Pritchard reign over TNA is finally over. They got rid of Russo. They got rid of Pritchard. They now need to get rid of
Dixie Carter,
David Lagana, and Bischoff, and I think we're doing good in TNA.
Well, Bischoff's producing the show, so they're not going to get rid of him.
Yeah, that's a fucking... God, why does he have to produce it? There's so many other good people out there to produce a wrestling show.
Because his production company's the one doing it.
It's stupid. The whole situation in TNA is stupid. But, I mean, with Bruce Pritchard not there, do you guys think the writing's going to get better? Now that it's David
Not for a while.
Now that it's David Lagana running things.
Did you see Impact last week?
No, I didn't. I haven't watched Impact in quite a while.
All right, then. We'll get to the part where the writing isn't better.
All I caught up with was our next piece of news, the Tito Ortiz being announced as the August 1st warning guy who posted some fucking YouTube video on the TNA website or whatever the hell happened. Tito Ortiz is essentially there to build up his match against Rampage Jackson, which is going to be happening when? In a couple of weeks?
At Bellator in November.
In November? So we're going to have this shit on TV for fucking 3 weeks?
This is an MMA fight, not a wrestling match.
Oh my god. I bet you 100% they're going to have a wrestling match. At one of their pay-per-views, they're going to have a wrestling match with with an enforcer or something inside of it.
Well, Rampage is making his in-ring debut on August 15th.
August 15th against who?
It's at Hardcore Justice. We're doing the Aces and Eights versus the Main Event Mafia. The one who gets pinned loses TNA forever.
So it's not an elimination match. It's
No, I don't think it is.
One guy who gets pinned and
Yeah, the one who gets pinned leaves wrestling forever, or TNA forever.
Who's representing Aces and Eights?
Anderson, Bischoff, Briscoe, Devon, and Nux. Who else is left?
Oh, it's gonna be Mike Knox. I have a feeling it is. If they're trying to cut the edges off of the roster, they're gonna go for like the lowest tier guys that they have right now.
I mean, if you have Doc and Diva and D'Lo gone, who else is left?
Yeah. I mean, it's so stupid. I mean, why would you get rid of Mike Knox? He obviously probably has more talent than Briscoe or Bischoff.
He has more talent than Briscoe. Yeah, both of them. Bischoff, Briscoe, and Anderson combined.
It's so fucking... And when they got rid of Luke Gallows, like, I knew, like, I had a feeling that maybe if TNA was going to start bringing these guys in here, that maybe Luke Gallows had the opportunity in the main event, that maybe we could start seeing a change in TNA. But that didn't happen. They got rid of one of the most talented big guys in the company.
By the way, what happened to all the 15 guys that were in Aces and Eights?
Oh, yeah, all the guys that they showed on camera, and now there's only about, like, 6, 7.
Yeah, why is Aces and Eights still going?
They are featured endeavor. GG.
How much money?
It's gonna die in October.
How much money is on? Are you sure he's gonna die in October?
Aces and Eights is gonna die in October.
What's in October?
Bound for Glory.
Oh yeah, it's already gone over a year.
Down to the unemployment line.
It's gonna be there until the Shield dies out. It's their answer to the Shield.
No,
it's gonna be there until the next heel faction takes over.
So you mean Rude, Daniels, and Kazarian?
Sure.
Spoilers.
Yeah, that they already have a third faction coming in, which is again, it's just homage to what happened about 2 years ago when they had Fortune and Team Extreme, and then
year.
TNA has a big hard-on for faction feuds. That's what they are.
A bunch of WCW guys there.
I think that's Bischoff's favorite story, or fucking faction feuds, because he does anything. Any company that he's associated with goes into a faction feud.
Don't forget killing off the Cruiserweight division.
No, okay, yeah.
Because look at the X division.
How long do you think they're gonna start? It's gonna get to a point because they hired Jigsaw.
Yeah, they didn't hire him.
They hired a little clown on a motorcycle.
Is he hired or is he working as an independent?
I think he was just there just to be there.
Because I heard
he
that
was
they were
last year.
hiring people.
Nah, he didn't get hired.
Who's the guy playing?
TNA hiring people?
Who's the guy that's playing Manic or Suicide?
T.J. Perkins.
Is he doing good?
He's all right. He shouldn't be the Manic gimmick though.
I wonder. I'm still wondering why they changed the name. Is it because it's a new guy?
Because it's Suicide. Why would Suicide be a good name for a character?
No, I thought it was all right. It was supposed to be a gimmick that was supposed to go anywhere quick. It looked like Suicide was going to stay in the X division.
They killed they killed the gimmick when he turned into a split personality gimmick.
Yeah.
He has his mask off backstage, but you don't see his face. But you know who he is, so I don't know what the point of that is. Everybody knows who it is, but yet in promos you don't see his face. You just see the back of his head.
We'll talk about quickly old news again, the Missouri wrestling license scandal. Not scandal, just another controversy where a couple TNA wrestlers, including the world heavyweight champion Saban, did not have
Saban.
Did not have
great Saban.
Did not have a wrestling license in Missouri, right? They didn't have like the appropriate license, or you just didn't have one for the state of Missouri.
They didn't have one for the state of Missouri.
All right. Now, what the fuck? Isn't there supposed to be a huge department on the side that's supposed to deal with all that shit?
I think the wrestlers themselves are supposed to double check.
TNA with huge departments? Say what?
Since they're technically independent contractors, quote unquote.
Are they still considered independent contractors via TNA?
Yep.
Even guys like Styles and...
Yep. Since they're taking care of everything themselves, they're doing it independently.
It's weird because TNA has a weird system where it's not like WWE, but it's not like any of the independent companies where they can get, if they're in association with the company, then they are allowed to show up on that company's brand show or whatever. But if they're not in association, they legitimately can't work in that company.
Well, if it's an indie talent that's working for the show that night, they can still work there.
Oh no! If it's independent, yeah, they'll hire independent contractors like normally. It's just that the people who aren't a part of the roster, like they should hire Trent Beretta I'm not sure if they're going to be doing it. They should hire Trent Beretta.
What was it? What was the name TNA gave him?
Greg Polignosi, some fucking thing.
I was like, who? Who's this?
I don't want to fucking pronounce it. That's why TNA does not have a way of. They do not have good namers. People who give gimmicks names. They don't even have gimmicks. It's a lot of just white trash that wrestle in TNA.
Would it be?
Whoa. Don't offend Hunter, guys. Come on.
Kurt Angle, we'll talk about the last bit of TNA news. Kurt Angle DUI recently, and now he's going into rehab. So what does this have in store for the main event Mafia?
God, I don't even want to comment. But Dixie Carter, I just happened on Twitter a little while ago. Dixie Carter put on Twitter that they were thankful for Kurt Angle going to rehab or whatever. And I put on there, I asked her if she had to release 10 guys to help Kurt pay for it. And
you got a lot of retweets and favorites from that. I saw that.
And some wrestling site picked up on it. I was like, oh yeah.
As for Kurt Angle, what is he gonna do? Is him going to rehab gonna take him off TV? Or is he going to be visiting the rehab center as he travels? I don't understand. Don't they already
It's
have
going to
the
be in
next
a
couple
trailer
weeks?
that they carry behind in a truck.
Do they already have the next couple weeks recorded?
Yeah, this week recorded. Next week is live.
Next week is live?
Yeah, because this week is taped.
I want to read. I'm going to read the spoilers for next week. Just to know what's going on.
Because Tito Ortiz cuts a promo this week.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's gonna fucking suck dicks.
I think Angle is the one who confronts him. Just get a Rampage.
Oh, we're having a Team 3D reunion.
Yay.
Catch today if you want to see Bully Ray and Devon do the same shit they've been doing for the past 20 years.
I'm just gonna watch it just to complain.
Haven't they been together for like the past 5 months or something?
They've been. What do you mean? As a tag team, they've been together since, 1990?
Well, I mean,
He's talking about recently.
Yeah, they were feuding and they were put together again.
Yeah, they were feuded when Bully Ray was going after Aces and Eights, but then it was a big swerve, and Bully Ray was actually the head of Aces and Eights.
They're not officially, like, October or March. No, wait,
so
March.
About 5 or 6 months. Or it's been over that much.
But they're not
almost a year.
But they're not actually a tag team now. They're just in a stable.
Why the fuck is there peanut butter on my desktop?
What?
How long has that been there?
Why
I haven't even had
that?
I don't know.
It's peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time,
I
peanut
don't know if I
butter
should be
jelly
scared or what.
Okay, let's talk about WWE, guys.
What's that?
Yay.
That other company.
Way
As for news for WWE, there's not a lot. They announced a bunch of content for WWE 14, which will be released by 2K Games. Ultimate Warrior is going to be a new superstar that they're adding to the roster.
Pre-order,
but most likely they'll do the same thing they did for WWE 13. If you buy the access, you get all the DLC, blah, 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 blah.
Wasn't DDP pre-order last year?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because you could get him too if you did the season pass.
As for they have extra content. They have the Undertaker version of the game where it comes with this cool Undertaker casket that you can put the game in and stuff like that. Yeah, so
yeah, it's his biker gimmick.
Yeah,
American Badass.
But I'm not getting that because what's the point?
It's gonna be like an $89, some shit like that.
It's the game, a signed picture, disc 1 of his 20-0 DVD.
Disc 1? They won't even give you disc 2?
No. You only get 1 disc. That's how cheap 2K is.
And you have to buy the DVD again in order to get disc 2.
Yep,
That's fucking stupid.
Buy a chip.
2K is that cheap.
That's so stupid.
You'd figure they maybe like give you one of those DVDs that have like 6 matches on it for $5, but no.
Yeah, I mean, fucking just go back. You have a bunch of DVDs you can just give out for free. Do it. Doesn't matter.
Go give out that one Undertaker DVD. It's $5 and it's got like 6 matches on it. They're all old matches, but they're still Undertaker stuff.
Randy Orton was attacked at a live event in South Africa by a pro wrestler over there. Some fucker who... What, he essentially ran in, gave Orton a low blow from when Orton was standing, posing, and he pleaded guilty, essentially, and he was just banned from WWE events.
The worst low blow in history.
Orton did not sell that low blow at all. Like, he fell down and he got
still have
back
his nuts? Is that why? I hear voices in my head. They told me to cut my nuts off.
He's like, this is the first time somebody's touched my nuts in weeks.
What else? I mean, was there anything else that came out of that event? Oh yeah, his name is Tshepo Skebab?
Bless you.
Skehabi? Tshepo Skehabi.
Yes, bless you. Bless you, my child.
The man who attacked Randy Orton at Tuesday's live event in Cape Town, South Africa. He pleaded guilty in court, and he was charged in order for either to pay a 500 Rand fine or spend 30 days in jail. The man acknowledged that what he did was wrong and was given a 3-year suspended sentence.
And he did it because he didn't like Randy Orton.
I did it for The Rock.
He is also banned from attending any other WWE live events in Johannesburg, South Africa. Johannesburg.
I'd laugh if he said he did it for Justin Gabriel.
I did it so Justin Gabriel can get a push. I want to be his new tag team partner.
But then Justin Gabriel turns around and smacks his 19-year-old girlfriend on Total Divas.
We're not talking about Total Divas.
I know, but I'm just saying he's dating a 19-year-old.
You know who gave praise to Total Divas?
Yeah, Eric Bischoff.
Yep.
Because he's a piece of trash. Doesn't know good television. His company's probably the one that's producing it.
Oh, I was reading the tweets and I saw that fucker who said there are rumors that WWE's going back to PG-14.
That's not happening.
No. Did you read that fucker say that?
Yeah, I saw it.
I wanted to fucking go on Twitter and just start saying shit to him.
He said that because of the Ring of Fire match.
Luckily, I stopped myself.
Like, wow, one match is going to cause them to change their rating? Okay.
I think because people are seeing him use a lot more weapons and be a lot more aggressive recently. That's where the rumors are coming from.
They can do that without the TV-14 rating.
Yeah, they're being a lot more aggressive than they have in the past 4 years, and they're still pulling out a PG rating. It's crazy what they're doing right now.
I've seen horror movies that are PG but have a lot of violence in it.
Can we talk about how cool the fucking Bray Wyatt promo was this week?
Follow the buzzards?
Yeah, and how fucking when Kane lit the ring on fire and Bray Wyatt just started laughing hysterically. That just looked awesome. That just looked fucking beautiful. That's like a moment to remember.
Well, they all jumped at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, that's expected. That shit is loud and hot, and it comes out of nowhere.
So what is exactly a Ring of Fire match?
Inferno match.
Are you sure? Because somebody told me they were going to have the ring posts just have pyro shooting out the entire time.
Well, Lords of Pain saying it's an Inferno match, and then they said it's a Ring of Fire match. So, what's the definition of it? It's probably going to be explained by WWE a little bit later.
If they're gonna Mike, if they're gonna have that, what it says, shoot fireworks from the corners, the whole match, that's kind of a fire hazard. I think that someone's gonna get hurt from that shit.
Wait, so what was it gonna be?
You can get hurt from an Inferno match in general. Doesn't matter where.
No. I'm saying if it's just the ring posts, the four corners, if they're just shooting fireworks the entire time, yeah, someone from the crowd will more than likely get hurt if it's just shooting fireworks all the fucking time.
Well, I'm trying to read right now. WWE has an article already online as a preview for the match. I want to know if they describe the match in any ways. As much anticipated battle, which marks Wyatt's first match in the WWE and Kane's 11th SummerSlam appearance, promises fireworks, or more appropriately, hellfire. But there's no actual description of what's going to be in the match. I mean, from the sounds of it, it sounds like a regular Inferno match.
Unless it's an Inferno match with pinfall.
With pinfall?
And it's there. Well, it's not a PG match.
Yeah, they probably don't want someone actually getting lit on fire.
Well, that's the whole entire purpose of the Inferno match.
So that's probably why they renamed it to Ring of Fire.
Well, you're still going to get set on fire anyway. So that's the entire purpose.
We'll watch. I mean, it definitely sounds interesting as a match, but we'll see if they change up the rules for the PG. How are you guys liking Bray Wyatt right now? I want to kind of know your guys' opinion.
I like him.
I haven't seen enough of them.
Follow the buzzards.
I'm enjoying a lot of the promos he's pulling out. A lot of them are very smart. They have a lot of meaning behind a lot inside the words. If you go fucking Wu breaks down his promos a lot.
Yeah, but we don't go to Wu, so that cancels that out.
Yeah, I mean, what else are you guys enjoying about WWE right now?
It's the third best thing on Raw. After Daniel Bryan and the Shield.
Daniel Bryan seemed excellent.
Yes.
I think a lot of people are surprised about the direction they're going with Bryan right now. I think they didn't expect WWE to be really behind him.
He should be like a 7-month WWE champion. So have him have the belt for 7 months.
It's not gonna happen. He's gonna win it. He'll definitely win it, but they gotta make Orton heel.
They can give
gotta make him heel.
They can give Del Rio a pointless heel run with the belt. They can give Daniel Bryan a long face run with the belt.
No.
Why not?
Something's wrong with Del Rio. Del Rio needs to figure out what the fuck he's doing. If they're gonna be putting the belt on Ziggler, they better fucking do it.
If they put the belt on Ziggler, WrestleMania, he'll end up winning the Royal Rumble.
Every time Ziggler wins the title, shit happens where he has to give up the title.
Well, the first time was an angle.
Yeah, the first time was an angle. The second time it was fucked up.
The second time they turned it into an angle playing off of his injury.
It was essentially a freak accident turned onto an angle. Are you guys enjoying that Ziggler is possibly going to be facing Big E at SummerSlam rather than in the main event?
Do you mean Billy Gunn versus Ahmed Johnson?
Yes.
But what happened today? Because I wasn't around when that match actually happened.
AJ and Kalen got into a scruffle in the ring, which caused Big E to get a victory over Ziggler.
Wait, so they just came out of nowhere and had a fight in the ring?
Well, AJ, she was trying to interfere in the match in some way. When Caitlyn came out, they started fighting, and AJ ran to the ring, while the referee was trying to get everybody out of the ring. Big E just fucking took out Ziggler, essentially.
That's okay.
He done raped him.
So they didn't want, I mean, which is smart because that leads up to a possible rematch at SummerSlam. You know, give Big E a victory over Ziggler, say that he has that, and then move on with the story. But from what I'm seeing, another way what they do is do a mixed tag match at fucking SummerSlam, and if Caitlyn pins AJ, you could have it be for the Divas title. I mean,
Damn, what about Layla?
Oh yeah, Layla.
What about her?
So are they gonna go like full lesbo teaming? Like that's what I've been hoping for. I'm hoping for AJ and Layla to have Team Lesbo going on.
Oh my god.
I want a new PMS, is what I'm saying. And I want it to be...
I just want it to end.
Nah, I'm enjoying the Divas right now.
Can we have Caitlyn and Paige?
Can we have Paige and Emma on actual TV rather than on NXT where they're just wasting talent?
Paige won't be called up until she's 21.
Yeah. But she's turning 21
21
soon. Yeah, this month. So I can't imagine her not debuting before Mania. If not, like, I have a feeling after WrestleMania 30, there's going to be a big roster change. We've only seen a hint of what the roster change is going to be like in once where they brought up the Shield and they brought up the Wyatt family, but when it comes to after WrestleMania 30, there's going to be a big roster change. A lot of guys are going to be released.
WrestleMania 30.
The reign of Triple H will triumph, and people are not expecting it. People are just enjoying what's happening on TV right now. I have this internal feeling this is going to shock a lot of people. There's a lot of guys are just going to be gone. And it just could be replaced by guys being brought up by from NXT.
I can't see his own, though. That's for sure.
Oh no, he'll definitely be debuting. I know doubt about it.
He's gonna. Ew.
No doubt about it at all.
He's gonna work out first.
I mean, most likely he'll be working out. He's gonna crack under pressure, but he's definitely going to be. He will be on WWE TV. It'll just probably be after WrestleMania.
It's going to suck if he gets released because he won't work out.
That would definitely suck. I think a lot of people will be on his ass for that.
All he's got to do is pick up a dumbbell. That's all he's got to do.
That's all he has to fucking do.
How to work out?
Like, you have all these supporters who've supported you for years, and you finally have this opportunity to go out there and give your supporters the opportunity for other people to discover you and enjoy what you do. And you're just not fucking doing it.
You're deciding to be lazy.
Yeah.
If people stop being lazy, then...
Like, it's time to get rid of the famous famous Chris Hero love handles.
It's time to realize he's no longer in the indies.
Yeah. Yeah, you're in a company where you have to be at the top of your health and stamina and everything. You just got to be out there and you got to be able to do everything. Not get winded during the match.
The Rock.
He's gonna get gassed.
He gets gassed 5 minutes after stepping through the ropes.
How are you guys liking what WWE's doing with Sandow and Cody Rhodes?
Well, they're having a match at SummerSlam, but it's not for the briefcase, is it?
It's not for the briefcase, but do you think they will add that stipulation probably on SmackDown?
Nah, it's too late.
Too late?
Yeah, SummerSlam is next week.
I thought it was this Sunday.
It's next Sunday.
Oh.
They could definitely still make that stipulation. They haven't even made up the entire card yet. There's probably going to be another 2-3 matches added to it.
And 1 or 2 surprise matches.
That's 12 matches. I don't see them having 12 matches at SummerSlam.
I voted for Daniel Bryan on a poll on WWE.com. It's who will win, WWE Champion John Cena versus Daniel Bryan? And guess what the percentage is right now?
I can imagine 50-50. It's huge.
It is 68 for Cena, 32 for Bryan.
That poll's rigged. It's a fake poll. It's a fake poll. It's a fake poll.
Let me vote. Wait.
Side note, I'm going to be at SummerSlam next week, so...
Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk. I will pick CM Punk. 77% for Punk.
Punk's not winning. Punk's not winning.
You don't think Punk's winning?
They're gonna have Lesnar win.
How'd you guys like what they did with Punk on Raw tonight?
Meh.
Didn't see it.
Do you guys think this feud is doing anything? Like,
not really.
It's hard to come off of a WrestleMania match with The Undertaker and for people to be like, okay, what are you going to do next? And the next thing you say is, I'm going to have a feud with Brock Lesnar. And it's like, well, Brock Lesnar is a really good athlete and all. Like, I would love this. I'm waiting for the match. I think the match is going to be worth fucking wild. But I've been loving what Punk's been pulling out off the mic, too. But the story, there's just not a lot of, there's nothing else they're bringing with the story. It's a very regular story. Heyman's pissed off because Punk ditched him, and that's really, there's not that, the gimmick isn't there, so there's no gimmicks helping out. There's no, the story alone is just, it is what's driving this match, and I think the match is just going to be what makes this feud good.
All I know is Paul say something stupid.
Why did he say that?
To be a douche. That's the funniest thing Brock Lesnar's ever said, ever.
Yeah. Okay. As for that, that's a lot. I mean, what else is there to talk about? Ring of Honor, BJ Whitmer, fucking
BJ Whitmer got dropped on his head.
God, that
the hard way.
That looked like it was gonna fuck him up.
Did you see the video?
Yeah, I did. That looked fucking nasty. They gotta stop. They do that, but here's the thing: Ring of Honor does that spot so many fucking times. They do a lot of apron spots. Yeah.
It's mainly powerbomb spots though.
And it's always BJ getting hurt. Well, didn't he get hurt recently in like the past couple months?
Well, apparently he's one of the ones that takes the crazy bumps and injures himself in the most wiped out ways. He's the one who took a headfirst table spot a few months ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
So he's lucky he didn't break his neck.
Yeah, and his neck's definitely gonna have some pain later on in a couple years.
Well, it's his fault.
What else? Production costs for WWE Studios movies. Surprisingly, they're a lot lower than I thought they would be. What's up, guys? Sorry for the interruption. Mike just decided to shit on all of us tonight.
No, Raid Call decided to take a dump on me and just stop working.
Well, stop watching it so kinky.
I forgot I was watching Total Divas. Like, screw this show. I'm watching something else.
Ooh, look at this. Anyways, guys, I want before we do our pop watch for tonight, I kind of want to ask you guys a question. A question. Have you guys been interested in watching the U-Shoot stuff?
I have.
I've heard of it, but I've never
I've heard of it.
If I were to give you guys links to some of their stuff, would you watch it? I've seen a lot of their stuff.
Karma's getting one.
And oh yeah, I heard about that. And it's just cool shit to listen to. Like Danny Doring did one. I hear that's the best one because all he does is talk about the years in ECW and all the fucking crazy ass stories. And Jim Cornette does one. They also do the timeline thing where they go throughout a year in wrestling and they talk about major events that happened during the year, and the wrestler will talk about what happened. I definitely should. I just wanted to ask you guys on the show if you guys were interested in watching any of that stuff, because I'm willing to link you guys stuff.
I've heard it's kind of hit and miss sometimes.
Oh, well, with a couple of them, but I could show you a lot of good ones.
I watched one with Perry Saturn once. He was kind of out of it when he was doing it, I think.
Yeah, there's some good ones that I'll send you guys. Sabu did one.
Yeah, I watched Road Warrior Animals, and it was... He pretty much just built himself up to be the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Everybody else was beneath him.
But yeah, I mean, I'll definitely send you guys a couple links. Alright, Pop and Bots, let's finish this fucking show so I could go jerk it or something.
Gay.
Actually, I was gonna go smoke a couple bowls, but doesn't matter. Damn it.
Gay.
Pop and Bots, Mike, start.
Is that English?
I don't know, I think I'm gonna in Spanish.
Mike, Flop,
shut
Botch,
your mouth.
go.
Shut your mouth. My pop
Taking up my damn time.
What? Yeah, okay. Says the guy who wanted somebody else to host a couple weeks ago. Okay. My pop goes to the Wyatt family. They're the third best thing overall. My flop goes to the crowd. The Green Bay crowd sucked, except for when he chanted go Pack go. And my botch goes to Raid Call for deciding to drop while I'm recording. GG Raid Call. GG.
Alright, Stryke.
My pop goes to Total Divas.
Get the fuck out.
Kill yourself.
Why did we give Stryke the opportunity to talk about Total Divas? Why did we do it?
Why is Stryke still on the show again?
My flop goes to Damian Sandow because he didn't keep his contract outside of the briefcase. He let it fall into the ocean, and he was not the intellectual savior of the masses with that decision.
He couldn't swim. He couldn't get to the briefcase.
Which is why I'm saying he should have taken the contract out and still acted like it was inside the briefcase.
The Gulf of Mexico is not an ocean.
That would have been a smart thing to do.
The Gulf of Mexico is not an ocean.
Well, what happens if you need to cash it in last minute and you don't have the contract inside of it?
He would plan out his cash-in. He wouldn't be the one to just blindly do it. Because he is the intellectual savior of the masses.
You can't plan that shit out, though.
You can.
Mm-mm.
Yes, you can. Just keep
Look what happened to Cena last night. If the Shield didn't come back out and Orton didn't have the contract inside the briefcase, he would have been fucked.
Well, you can just have them separate, but keep the contract around. Keep them in the same place.
What do you want them to do? Have it on
inside
a
the briefcase.
Keep Mrs. inside the briefcase.
Has to be inside the briefcase, right?
They didn't keep Mrs. inside the briefcase.
Has to be inside the briefcase, Stryke.
Even though there was already a cash-in where that wasn't the case. Okay. My botch goes to Greg because he's already high and he wants to go get even more high.
That's kind of true.
Oh
exactly.
my god.
Alright, what's your botch?
Just gave it to you.
Alright, Jimmy.
Pop is... I don't know, I don't even have a pop.
What are you, blowing a dick?
Yes, like Greg. Okay, I guess pop would be nothing wrestling related. It would be the fact I got a 1 terabyte hard drive for $40. GG. Flop would be Stryke for his stupid Final Fantasy article. And
I should link that into the YouTube.
Go fuck yourself, Stryke, okay? Go fuck yourself. And then botch would be for Stryke again for being one of the worst Resident Evil co-op players there are.
Shots
You died
fired.
more times than I did.
Shots
Oh,
fired.
bitch, that was you.
Shots fired.
Pop, flop, and botch.
My pop goes to Daniel Bryan and the Wyatt family. My flop goes to Total Divas because why does that exist? And my botch goes to both Greg and Mike.
What? Alright,
Yeah.
Okay, because I think Big Fish has a fucking migraine or some shit like that.
You don't want a whiner.
He screeches too loud. It's finally gotten to him.
Yeah.
Our overall botch goes to Big Fish for being a fucking nerd and a retard and not being on the show tonight because he's lying like a bitch.
Oh, my head hurts.
My head hurts too, bitch. Shut up.
Stop complaining for Big Fish. Okay,
Fuck
my
Big
pop.
Fish.
My pop goes to the Wyatt family, the Shield, AJ. Oh, I also realized I'm a big ACH fan now.
What?
ACH fan. He's a wrestler in Ring of Honor.
Oh, okay.
That guy's fucking awesome.
That implies you watched the Ring of Honor show lately.
Needs more ant colony.
Yeah, I've been watching a couple here and there.
Greg is turning into Mike every single day.
Well, I kind of want to fucking watch other shit instead of WWE, and TNA's already fucking killing me inside.
Well, the purpose of our wrestling podcast is to watch all things wrestling match related.
So Greg's turning into Mike these days.
You're supposed to keep up with most of the product in general, not just the mainstream.
So Greg's turning to Mike these days.
Ignore my logic. Ignore it. Go ahead.
Oh, my pop is also for some of the other shoots I'm going to be watching tonight. I got some lined up that I haven't seen yet. So I'm excited to watch that and get blasted. Oh yeah, or flop. My flop goes to, I don't know. There's not a lot of things. I mean, TNA in general, it's hard to fucking watch that shit at times.
You think?
What else? Botch? I don't know. Mike botching on fucking the recording. Fucking Mike.
Hey, it's on my computer, so.
Fucking Mike.
It's on my computer. It's saved.
Oh, and botch goes to Ryback's career. I don't know what's happening to him, but he's fucking up.
He's done.
Yeah.
Well,
he's getting an argument with fans now, apparently.
He's supposed to sell his heel character, so I guess that kind of works, maybe.
He is a heel character? I thought he was just bad.
That too, but he's also a heel character at the same time. Also, I got an honorary botch to Twitch TV for being so fucking garbage as of late.
Alright.
So fuck Twitch TV. Fuck it in the ass.
Blame the League of Legends and do this stuff.
Fuck it in the ass.
Alright, guys. that's it for the podcast.
Yay.
You can catch us over on twitter.com if you want to be a guest on the podcast. Just send us a message. Make sure you are following us, and we will try to follow you if we don't overexceed our following limit anymore. Subscribe to us on YouTube, please. Send out our podcast everywhere. I'm trying. Yeah. I don't know. What else? Facebook, all that other shit.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, we're, as soon as I email the dude, I gotta find his email again, but as soon as I find the email, we might have one of the WWE superfans on our show.
What?
you know, like the sign guy and all that?
Oh, we're getting the sign guy on?
No.
Sign guy.
We're getting somebody named...
Hogan?
Yeah, no.
There's no one... What other superfan is there?
Hogan guy.
Are we getting fucking right back guy?
Who's right back guy?
Right back guy, the guy with the green shirt, or Lesnar guy.
No, we're not getting. I gotta find me Lesnar guy on Twitter, and I'll ask him.
All right, I want to get Lesnar guy on.
Yeah,
there.
the Brock Lesnar guy, I think.
I'd rather have the Hogan guy.
It's some dude named Frank, the WWE something. Oh, he apparently he knows.
The clown?
Yeah. Apparently he knows a lot of guys in the company, like legit knows them. And the crowd goes wild.
Yay.
I'd rather have Hogan guy.
No, I get a message, the gear makers about SummerSlam. See if they still want to be on the show. And the crowd goes wild again.
Alright, so, yeah, catch us everywhere. I guess that's the podcast.
See you next week.
Yeah, see you guys. Bye-bye.